Welcome back, guys. This week we'll be making chicken pesto zoodle. To start, you're going to heat up your front and back pans, and you're going to have 2 diced chicken breasts. I marinated mine with a little bit of Italian seasoning and adobo, and I let it sit overnight. For this recipe, I use the zucchini spirals from Trader Joe's. I like to keep them on hand because they're great for low-carb options. I just followed the directions on the box for this part. It's easy prep. You just open the zoodles, you place them in a pan on medium-high heat, and you let them steam out with a little bit of water in the pan. For me, mine had a lot of ice on it, so I didn't see the point in actually just putting water in the pan. I just steamed it with the lid until we got done with the sauce. To this front pan, I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and the pan is still on medium-high heat. You're going to want to add in the chicken. Be careful not to overcrowd it or stack a lot of pieces on top of each other. This little container seemed to be the perfect amount to coat the bottom of the pan, and you're just going to let that cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. After about 3 minutes, you're going to want to flip the chicken over and just stir it to make sure that it's evenly cooked. To the chicken, I'm going to go ahead and add in half of a sliced white onion. I just got these little packs from Publix. Each one contains a whole onion. I used about half. If you don't like onion, you can obviously omit and skip this option. You're also going to want to add in half a cup of sliced baby portobello mushrooms. You can choose any mushroom of choice. And then you want to give it a stir and let it simmer on medium-high heat until everything starts to come together. After a few minutes, you're going to want to turn the heat down to medium heat, and you're going to check on your zoodles, just break them up and try to see where they're at in terms of them getting to that noodle-like consistency. Next up, you're going to want to grab some basil pesto and add about 1 to 2 tablespoons in. I love the Buitoni one. To me, it's not that salty and it has a very rich flavor to it. This next tip's a little weird, but add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinaigrette to the mixture. It adds so much flavor. The first time I did it, I was kind of apprehensive, but it's become a staple to this recipe ever since. Afterwards, you're going to let it simmer for a few minutes and kind of let the sauce cook down in the pot. And last but not least, to this I'm going to add in about a whole bag of baby spinach, because as we all know, 1 bag of spinach cooks down to almost nothing. I love spinach, and I feel like this is a good way of making sure you're getting all your green vegetables in with this dish. By the time your spinach starts to cook down, your zoodles should be done. You can just go ahead and dump that into the mixture and mix it all together. At this time, you can go ahead and turn off your stove and just use the heat in the pan to blend everything together. I will say that cooking this with the zoodle does add a little bit of water to the dish, and it can have a broth consistency. If you'd like, you can serve it over rice or add another pasta grain if you want to do half zoodles, half normal pasta. That's typically what I do, but that night I really just felt like having the zoodles by themselves. It's a lot of green color and it's really rich in flavor. If you try this at home, I really hope you like it, and it yields great leftovers for the next few days. I think I ate off of this for about 3 days in my meal prep containers.